Last time, we were looking for the library, and then we stumbled upon this lovely lady just sitting there. Misayo's just staring like a creep. And ... This is not as I was expecting. I mindlessly let the door open to its full extent, taking in the sight of the solitary figure, taking center stage in the otherwise abandoned room. In other words, I am just staring at this woman. The situation steals my voice, leaving me standing in the doorway, staring at the beautiful girl, like a creep. Do the creep. The girl gently puts down her teacup, opens her eyes, but doesn't look at me. Hello there. May I help you? Staring directly in front of herself, the movements of her lips seem to break the silence rather than the words. However, it's the soft, measured voice that reminds me she's a being separate from the room itself. She's a human. The room is a room. This guy's stupid. Not only is she likely the tallest girl I've ever laid eyes on, but even among the foreigners I met, she's strikingly distinct. Hi, sorry for intruding. You're gorgeous and I'm kind of lost. She takes a moment to formulate a response before speaking. Every action she takes feels as if it's carefully choreographed beforehand. Care to take a seat? Unexpected, considering that I'm intruding upon her. Gee, thanks. I slowly step towards another seat opposite her, the girl resting the teacup and saucer on the wooden table in between. The way she doesn't track my movements with her head is telling. That, and the slight cloudiness to her eyes, means she must be at least partially blind, like Harry Potter. Come to think of it, her voice doesn't have any detectable accent either. I guess she must be half Japanese. As I take my seat, her composure takes me slightly off guard. Her air of relaxed confidence makes the silence entirely comfortable. The calming atmosphere is so very different from the student council office. Well, no duh, there's not a creep or pink-haired girl yelling at you. I take it you're a new student to Yamaku? Yeah, I just came here yesterday. I get the distinct feeling my speech patterns don't match the formality of hers, accentuated by her restrained bow of greeting, one which I hasten to match before realizing the futility of the action. I'm Lily Satao. Pleased to meet you. My name's Asayo, the guy. She gives a nod before gesturing roughly in the direction of her teacup. Would you care for a drink? Okay. As much as it pains me, I can't keep step with her formality in the proceedings. She gives a kind nod, taking the request in a stride. Without another word, she steps off the chair and prepares a second cup of tea from a collection of supplies laid on a shelf. A brush here, a brush there, a brush everywhere. Her left hand often lightly touching the side of whichever container she's pouring into. It seems to be a process she's followed dozens of times. As I lean sideways to see around her back, she seems to use her long, dainty finger to measure the right amount of water in the cup. It's one thing to see the different disabilities the students in my class have, but it's quite another to see how everyone seems to adapt. I like how Hisayo's basically treating everyone like they're a new program on Animal Planet where we're just watching the animals and how they interact. Shizu and Amisha have no problem working together to communicate to me because they're psycho, and Lily seems to have workarounds for problems I'd never thought of. While I feel slightly guilty about her doing the work, she seems pretty happy to be doing the correct process of the offer of preparing the drink. So, her soft voice brings me out of my silent observance. Which room were you looking for? It's not often this class is visited after school. The school library. Shizune and me... I mean, some classmates told me it was on this floor. She finishes pouring water into the teacup as she nods, a small metallic tapping coming from the teacup, indicating it being stirred. I'm quite aware of Miss I'm quite aware of Miss Hakamichi, as are most students. To be with them means you're in class 3-3, no?
Well, that's right. In the science room with the drunk teacher.
She gives a small giggle before setting down the teacup, a tee-hee, and slowly walks towards the table, teacup and saucer in hand. Oh, he's quite a character. I imagine you'll come to like him. Most do. As she sets down the tea, I gently take it and have a sip. Look at our player Hisayo creeping on the table. I'm really more of a coffee guy, but I'm not going to bring that up. Nonetheless, the smell's quite nice. I hardly think it'd be hard to choke down. Well, that's like a positive attitude. No, I can just choke this down if I don't like it.
Thanks, Satao. It tastes really nice.
She smiles and quickly waves her hand in front of her face. Lily, please. There's no need to be too formal. Ha ha ha. She says this in spite of her exceedingly well-bred speech. Oh well. I guess I should try and ask her about herself, as it really does seem as if she's catering to me.
So, hey, you come around here often? Which class you from?
Well, I'm in class 3-2, which is on the 3rd floor, same as yours. It's taught by Miyagi, and is it's specifically for both blind and partially blind students.
Oh, I see. I mean, whoops.
My bad. I feel like slapping myself for the faux pas. I can never say that. Fox pass. Looking at her face, though, she doesn't seem in the least bit put off by it. My, there's no need to change your speech on my account.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm really showing I'm a noob.
An environment like this would be a big change, so I can't fault you for it. While the same can't be said for everyone, may have come to terms with their conditions. A category which would include her, it seems. All too ready to jump ship from this particular topic, I segue into another.
You come here often to drink the tea? It's pretty nice.
Thinking on it, this might be her version of the place behind my school that I like to have lunch at. I do come here fairly often during lunchtimes. Excuse me, I have a frog in my throat. My duties as class representative don't leave enough time for an official club, so a friend and I use this room for having tea. Class representative, huh? Compared to Shizune, her mannerisms seem to be almost completely opposite. Yeah, she's kind and she's not a cult leader. While Shizune's blunt and fiercely driven, Lily seems relaxed and calm, almost aloof badoof. Come to think of it, she might be useful for a less biased view of the school's clubs.
What kinds of clubs are there to join? Are you in them? Can I watch you?
The more popular ones are Track and Field Club, which uses the field near the school during lunchtimes, the Baseball Club, and the Book Club in a room near the library. There are also numerous small ones, too, though, such as the art and music clubs. At a time when I'm just waiting to get on my feet, rushing to a club right away seems slightly awful. I wonder, look how grumpy he looks. God, cheer up, Hisayo. Bro, I wonder if the school shares the same rules as my old one.
Do you have to join a club? Ugh.
No, I mean, you don't have to, but, geez, it is encouraged.
Oh, okay, that's a relief. Oh, yeah.
I've really let down my guard around this girl. The fact seems to slightly amuse her. Look at her. She's just grinning away. Not wanting my tea to get cold, I finally start drinking it as Lily does the same. As I look... Wow, I just skipped that black so fast. Okay, sorry. As I look over to the window over her shoulder, I notice the light coming into the room has a distinctly orange tint to it. Even here, time doesn't stand still. I'm telling you, Hisayo is a doctor.
time's gone pretty quickly, I tell you what.
I'm sorry?
Right, she's blind. She can't see the sun setting. Derp.
It just looks like the sun's starting to set.
It seems to come as a surprise for her. I guess she must have lost track of time.
Oh, sorry, Sayo. I didn't mean to keep you from the library for so long.
I quickly moved to allay her concern.
No, the library's still open, isn't it?
She pauses and takes a moment to think. It's probably something I should have asked Shizu when I had the chance, but Lily seems likely to know in any case.
True. It's open until 6:30 during weekdays.
A quick glance at my watch confirms I have well enough time to get there.
I might get going in that case. It's been lovely, Lily.
She smiles and gives a deep nod, her hands still neatly folded on the table in front of her.
'Twas my pleasure, Isayo. Oh, come to think of it, shall I show you where the library is?
I couldn't Whoa, gosh! Good gosh, my gosh.
Oh, I couldn't possibly ask for more help. I should probably find it. I'll be okay.
Well, unless my navigational skills fail me. Which they do seem to have a habit of doing.
It's really alright. I was going to be taking... Oh my, I'm so in a jumble today. I was going to be talking to the librarian. In any case, I could introduce you.
This gets better and better. Hot damn.
Well, if you're okay with it, that'd be super great. Thank you.
As she stands up to look how pretty she is. As she stands up to follow me, she takes hold of a straight, retractable cane that has been slipped in the handle of her bag on the floor. Compared to the cane the boy in my class had, Lily's looks much thinner and longer. His must be for support, whereas Lily's is for navigation. I never think of those things, but... See, this game teaches us so much. In knowledge and how to act and emotional and everything. Together we leave the peaceful room and enter the empty hallway on the way to the library. Side by side, my pace carefully slowed to match hers. We slowly walk through the hallway. It doesn't take long for us to arrive at the door to the warm-looking room, apparently situated in the center of the floor rather than either wing.
Yeah, I'm a gentleman, so ladies first, please.
I hate when people tell me that. She gives an appreciative smile at the gesture, taking the lead as we file in. To the left is the wooden library counter, with the library proper being on the right. It easily dwarfs my old school's library, with a distinct smell of old books, giving the place an almost old-world air. Hisayo, you keep letting on you're a doctor. You should just show us your TARDIS. Show us your TARDIS. It sounds very wrong. There don't seem to be a lot of students here.
Yuko, are you in here?
She says it to thin air, since the librarian doesn't seem to be present, and of course Lily can't see this. She's blind! Let's keep bringing that up. What's unexpected is that it draws a reaction. Oh! Something from under the counter thuds against it, followed by a quiet wail. Wah! What a dork!